Well, 1 Corinthians 13 is that all-famous teaching of the Apostle Paul on love. And as we said, we considered the first two parts of this text last week. So let me begin with a reminder. You remember what points we made last week on the sermon on love? If you do, you get bonus points. Maybe I'll bring some Jolly Ranchers later for people that can remember. Well, the first point that we made had to do with the importance of love. The way the Apostle Paul put it is that without love, what are we? We're nothing. Again, the focus was on our identity. You see, our efforts usually are focused on doing something or gaining some kind of status that can give us a reputation or an identity. And so we import into the things we do and into the positions we hold, we import into that our identity or our status or our sense of self-worth. The Apostle Paul says that's not where you're supposed to find your identity. You find your identity instead in Christ. And how is that most importantly to manifest in your life? It's through love. See, without love, you're nothing. Without Christian love, your Christian faith, your Christian duty, your Christian status, your Christian actions, the things you do, they're nothing. See, it's very common for us as Christians to point this out and to emphasize it, that we find our identity not in the things we do, but in God's love and grace for us. That's easy to say, but when the rubber meets the road in our life, that's a lot more difficult to do, isn't it? Indeed, if that's the case, then we ought to pursue love. We ought to ask for it. We ought to earnestly plead with God to give it to us, to make that more and more a part of our life so that we may not be nothing but something that is pleasing and a blessing to God with that heart of love. And indeed, love itself, having that love